Good day, everyone. Thank you again for joining me. By way of introduction, Dr. Fiona Philip Meyer. Today, I really want to engage you, and I'm hoping that you will stay with me and have a quick think about some of the things that I'm be talking about. And it is really about the decision, and I say decision because actually very much so a decision, to actually stay quiet or speak up when there is need to keep the peace. And yes, staying quiet to keep the peace can be a good thing. Yes, as per one of my earlier videos, sometimes our silence protects our integrity. Our silence calms the situation. Sometimes we must be quiet so as to get the bigger picture, to reflect on next actions, to just stand back and watch a little bit. But then I think of situations where, or a situation where the peace has already been disturbed. What do we do? Do we keep quiet? Are we, with our silence then, endorsing the situation? Are we with our silence appeasing people? Are we with our silence protecting people that should not be protected? Sometimes contributing to injustice? Quick think. I think that at times we must have the courage to speak up. We must have the courage to call a spade a spade. In some cases, we have to speak up, to call out injustices in all forms, to call out bullies in all forms. We must say, enough is enough. Yeah? It is necessary, especially when we have the vulnerable being impacted, children being impacted, individuals who are in some ways lacking gratitude, having the upper hand or thinking that they have the upper hand. We must say enough is enough. But I encourage you, I encourage myself to speak up with a purpose. Speak up with an intention to problem solve and be solution driven. Speak up not to cause harm, but sometimes the truth hurts, right? Sometimes the truth hurts. And when we're on the receiving end of the hurtful truth, it is difficult for us to accept it about ourselves. But it is important that we have the courage to speak up. And so, yes, you and I, we must choose our battles. It is not everything that we're going to go after. Yes, the phrase to let go still very much exists and is relevant. But in the same way, we must learn when. The Serenity Prayer. Think of the Serenity Prayer again for me, please. But we must learn when to have the courage, yeah, and the wisdom to know the difference, to take action. And the first course of action is to speak up when an injustice is being done, when wrong is being done, when a situation warrants us speaking up and not constantly being quiet. You will have to decide which are the battles you think you should choose, which ones you should be quiet about and let go. That's a personal choice. All of us have to go through it. All of us have to decide on it. But I do encourage you. I do encourage myself. Opportunities that our voice is needed for, we should use them. We should use them. So from me to you, wishing you the very, very best. Extending blessings to you and your family. Fiona Philip Meyer. If you haven't subscribed, kindly support us. We know that there's a lot going around in terms of information, but here's another one that you can share with your WhatsApp groups. You can share via other social media platforms, because maybe somebody needs to hear this. All the best to you, and thank you for your presence with me.